It's something the average person will spend 1/3 of their life doing, an estimated 90,000 hours over a lifetime dedicated to developing a career and making a living. Work is often used to measure a person's success, but this week,
that they feel that healthcare workers have no right to their own bodily autonomy.
We're focusing on the people behind those jobs, how the pandemic has changed what it means to be a worker.
In that year of isolation, a lot of them chose to grow.
As we come up on 100 years since the dawn of the 5-day work week, we ask, could another fundamental shift be on the horizon?
By taking something away, we actually made everybody a heck of a lot more efficient.
This is The Race.
Welcome to The Race. I'm Dan Grossman. Over the course of the last 2 years, the American worker has faced a lot of uncertainty. And in some industries, it's led workers to take some of their power back, but not all. This week, we're in Florida, where nurses statewide still have their fate in the hands of others, as they're put in the precarious position of choosing between their livelihood, their passion, and their body.
Ask most nurses what it is that drove them to their profession.
Bonding that mother-child relationship was important to me.
And you'll likely hear something along the lines of what Jean Marie Nacer has to say. She's wanted to do this since high school, when she cared for her bedridden mother. Years of autoimmune disorders led to a helplessness only Jean Marie could relieve until her mother died when she was 16. The calling wasn't something Jean Marie could shake or ignore. It was something she simply had to follow.
While I was in college, I didn't originally go in for nursing. And there was this moment where I was at the gym overlooking the pool, and there was a handicapped person being helped into the pool, and it hit me right then that what I was really missing in my life was helping people.
Personal reasons led Jean Marie to leave her vocation in recent years, but bureaucratic reasons now bar her from ever returning until she decides to vaccinate herself.
I think it was disheartening to hear many people, including some Supreme Court justices, discussing the fact that they feel that healthcare workers have no right to their own bodily autonomy.
In Florida, 77% of nurses are vaccinated, a number that stands at 81% nationally. But President Biden's recent decree that staff in healthcare settings must all be vaccinated unless exempted is putting others, like Jean Marie, in further uncertainty.
This mandate imposes on top of an already historic workforce crisis that we're experiencing.
It is also putting their employers in similar positions as well. Kristen Knapp is with the Florida Healthcare Association. The massive staffing shortage in hospitals and nursing homes is well documented, but this mandate could further complicate a system that is already pinched, particularly in states where vaccination levels among staff are below 70%, like Montana, Ohio, and Missouri. For every infraction to the vaccine mandate, a healthcare setting risks its Medicare and Medicaid funding.
It's a challenging. I've been in this, I've been working in long-term care for almost 14 years, and I've never seen the workforce shortage and the workforce challenges like we're experiencing right now.
To relieve the stress on the system, some nursing homes are limiting admissions. In other cases, they're paying exorbitant prices to cover missing shifts. In some states, help is reaching nurses too. Since vaccination status is considered a controllable circumstance, most states won't offer unemployment to those who are let go because they refuse to get it. But 5 states have passed legislation that state otherwise, including Jean Marie's home state of Florida. The benefits, however, don't erase the subtext.
The real reason why I went into healthcare was to help people. And this ruling is basically saying, if you don't take this medical intervention, you can't help people.
To some, the idea of getting vaccinated to keep a job might be a no-brainer, but to others, not doing so is as core to their being as to why they chose this calling in the first place.
I'm Chloe Norquist.
That's your restaurant on one side, and then we have pickleball courts on the other side.
Like many businesses in the service industry, Chicken and Pickle is looking for workers.
All right, that's going to be $17.65. We're always looking to hire people. High turnover ratio. That's always been a thing for service industry. And the people that we've that we've talked to before in the past and stuff, one of the main reasons for them leaving was they were burnt out.
It's something Eli Loya is more aware of now as he works with employees on schedules to better fit their needs in order to keep them around.
You can go downtown, you can go to Midtown or Plaza District, you'll see help wanted, or now hiring.
Signs like these are up across the U.S. People looking for jobs seemingly have their choice. However, in Oklahoma City, the number of potential candidates is low.
Every one of us are facing this problem. Oklahoma City isn't alone at all. There's a talent shortage everywhere, and it's a struggle. And in what it's doing in a lot of places is changing business models.
Greater Oklahoma City Chamber President Roy Williams says the city has focused on diversifying the economy.
Oklahoma City's history has been one of oil and gas, energy, it being a dominant economic sector.
Roy says over the past 3 decades, they've focused on building a place where businesses want to be, and it's paid off. Corporate headquarters, fulfillment centers, and a number of aerospace companies have chosen to move here. Like Skydweller Aero, which relocated here in 2020. The company's CEO says they see many opportunities ahead for aerospace in Oklahoma City and are honored to be part of that journey. Other cities have noticed.
Prior to COVID, we would get 2 to 4 cities a year who would come here and spend 2 to 4 days here. Jacksonville, Florida came here for 4 days with 140 people. Just to understand, why is Oklahoma City doing so well?
Economist Travis Roach says this puts the city in a good place as the U.S. goes through the Great Resignation.
We have a great reallocation going on right now, and a city like Oklahoma City is able to take advantage of that because we have a diversified workforce, we have a smart workforce, and employers are really able to come in and set up shop and do well.
He says there's still another group of potential employees out there that we're not seeing right now.
We still have a lot of folks who are on the outside of the labor market looking in through no other factor than that this pandemic sticks around.
Which for managers like Eli means the relationship between an employer and an employee is more important than ever as businesses work to keep their employees in such a tight labor market.
And then going forward, I think it's been a great wake-up call for businesses, people in that position to hire people. Don't expect for your employees to work every weekend, cancel their private life for you. We have to meet them halfway.
I'm Chloe Nordquist reporting.
People are quitting their jobs at a record pace, but where are they going when the race continues?